Rockies have led to this. It is Game 7 from downtown Houston Championship Series on Fox, presented by Lone Depot, who pitched in 3 Game 7s. I'm Joe Davis, and look, right after 6 games in this championship series, and so John,
well, of course, these two teams, you got the defending champs. They've thrown some. I have no idea who's going to win this game. You know why? Kevin, the OPS. This is crazy. This
starting tonight.
Well, the starting pitchers have all the pressure on them, and whoever comes out, I think nobody does it better than Javier.
Cool, bringing heat. Brick on one October night.
He was born in Dallas and attended UT Austin, getting us teed up for this.
Girl in the stands last night held up a sign that said, "Free Brian." Abreu's presence in the Astros bullpen lessens the need for just surgery in 2020. For the Rangers, Jordan Montgomery for a clean inning. Now over to Tom Verducci.
And in the hands of a manager, wet clay. 5-0 in winner-take-all games, including 2-0 in game and 0-3 in Game 7s. The game is played with every pitch, every hit, and every decision.
Offense, after scoring 9 runs to force this Game 7, comes up. Adolis Garcia has certainly taken on the villain role in this. Josh Young, the third baseman, took Christian Javier deep earlier. And again, John showed the perfect pulse for the postseason.
He's almost fastballs, and he doesn't throw them for strikes very often, but he gets outs by get on top of a heater.
Take a look at tonight's series. MVP has had a tough go of it. All right, John, game take to thrive in a Game 7.
You know what it takes? I actually have a little app in check. Your vision. What is your vision like? Are you locked? It's a time of a lifetime for somebody to be a executes will win this game.
The guy on the mound they call El, that he got in the minors since getting here to the big leagues. And all eyes on the great state of Texas. Go in Game 7. A fastball is upstairs, 1-0
count, especially in a Game 7, you're in trouble.
In Game 3. Pena. One gone in this first round. The mound, as you mentioned, John, who typically is not in the strike zone a lot.
They don't steal, but you got a guy on pressure on the home team.
And Corey Seager, 1-0 from Javier. Seager hits a bomb in the first.
Right away, a statement. Right away, crushes it. He has been popping them up.
Way in the first inning of Game 7. And now here's Evan Carter. John look phased to this point, though.
Yeah, he has been unbelievable. I mean, so many years of success. It's like he's a veteran.
2 months for their first trip to the World Series in 12 years.
And if a starting pitcher, right away, you're seeing many strikes. This was a planned attack.
And his wife, Maddie, watching that thing fly yesterday to continue this roller coaster of a championship series.
No doubt. Someone is not very good at holding runners.
25 tries this year. Focus right. I mean, have you ever seen a guy walk up grand slam?
Well, he finally.
There goes Carter. Swing and a miss. Still from Maldonado. Not in.
Keep Maldonado back. He couldn't race out to go get the ball. He's got.
Puts him into scoring position for a guy in Adolis Garcia, who's knocked in Javier. Garcia fouls it back. He had one to hit there.
First 4 times. But mechanically,
as you can hear from these fans, he's taken on. Seager has already homered with Adolis Garcia.
Ball 2.
He's won them all. And numbers that make you do a double take. 2-2. Spins away. Not close.
Well, he's not commanding it.
If Garcia gets up, it goes off the wall. Carter read it well.
I'm not so sure he would have got a double, but base. And again, this has been an emotional series for him.
Put a little mark on your score sheet.
Yep. In the first inning, and it's 3
to Dubon, who is the better defensive center fielder. Going mates on loosening in the first inning.
Well, he reaching home, allowed the runner to go to second. Another mistake.
John, you talk about a lot of times the 7 hits down at the bottom of the order, including 2 home runs last night.
The lineup can do anything. And then the 2 home runs.
Opposite field home run of the year. Now, the Rangers offense, the top. 0-2 to high. Shot. Garber to third. Texas at the corners. 4 in the first inning here.
Yeah, I'll say this. Give Texas some credit. Success. But it's a short outing.
Especially here in October. They've bounced back from the only team that's ever started a postseason with 8 consecutive wins. It's Maton on the first low. Yeah.
He's got to go literally 1 inning at a time, of course, and he's got to hope.
Got first and third for Lowe. Chops it foul, and he's quickly ahead 0-2. And on for the bottom of the lineup here. It's 0-2.
Outside.
And they can put, this has been a series of the crooked numbers. Just another.
And again, they got to look on the other side and see a massive. Maton's 1-2. He is swung on and miss. He strikes out
with contact. They struck out without a chance to drive in that. Chalk it up.
You said last night you were going to come.
You don't know how and who's going to come out.
It's on to Young.
Ball.
A Young start series that has had some iconic swings that you'll. Got a chase, strikes 1 and 2.
And that's the last time Javier pitched.
Fires 1-2. There goes the runner from first. First 2-2. Got him with the high fastball. First home run, and the Rangers have a great offense. They just have not been able to hit at home. Max Scherzer injured his shoulder on September 12th, and the initial gave up 5 runs in 4 innings in that game. And he feels like Altuve, green corner that bangs off the wall. Instant offense from dented the wall.
He just lets it hit. Now, you don't want to get a false sense of security if you're Max Scherzer.
What is it you're looking for when you're looking at the different pitches from Scherzer? On this 1-0, he rides a fastball inside. 2-0. It's kind of touch and go. It's really what you should expect.
When up in the zone, his counterpart's no longer in the game. So he wants.
Here's his 2-1 to Alex Bregman. It's tech foul.
Already a curveball without having proper mechanics.
On this 2-2 from Scherzer. Pulls up soft hands. 1 out.
Well, that is a game 7. It starts actually getting more nervous. You know what?
Alvarez has had 5 consecutive multi-hit games.
Outside.
So you got to.
It's outside.
2-0. As most have. On 2-0, Alvarez.
It's outside.
Takes ball through.
That's what I'm. Go put him on first right now.
That's exactly what they're going to do.
Because he is batting behind Alvarez. And in these situations,
it has traffic when he does. More RBIs than any player in the. Abreu, 36 years of age, out of first year in Houston. Takes a fastball down the chute.
This is a game-tying home run that caught at the wall. It allowed me to reset my. Got a lead.
Ball past Young that gets the Astros on the board.
Action helped Alvarez get to third. It did not help.
And no quick responses from the home teams. Ground ball to 4-6-3 double play.
Sometimes beating these hitters, but to you can split the outfielders on an opposite field, you know you can.
Walked and scored his first time.
Now what's that thing you wear on your wrist? A Fitbit or whatever it is. You can see Mike Maddox is
at the knees. 2-2. Brown delivers. Carter, Alex Bregman. And a scoreless second inning. On at MLBshop.com. Max Scherzer swing before time runs out. And routine for Evan Carter. He's traded over to the Rangers at the deadline this year. The 8th winner-take-all game that he's pitched in. That's the most all-time. Scherzer his ring. 2 balls, 1 strike on Chas McCormick.
They're going to have to deal with what you called a very tight zone. It is.
Here it comes. McCormick takes ball 4.
Do anything. That was the night of game 5. She believed it. She said, I know it sounds silly, but I believe.
For this time, he took 1 day to feel bad for himself, and then the next day. It's a little more than a month since injury. Is 1-1 to Pena. Runner goes on a foul back, and McCormick. That includes pitching for manager on the other side. Looking at Max, and he says, Max, which eye do I? Is the runner going again? Throw from Hahn is high and late.
And you can't be afraid to use your aggression.
Yeah, here comes Scherzer. Got him with a fastball.
Certainly does his job with the pitcher.
Home with an 0-1.
That's inside.
Check swing and a ball inside.
Needs to just create some separation between everything else being two.
He does. Maldonado can't lay off the start. He got a home run and settled for an RBI single. Adolis Garcia, path to this postseason, to this moment, to this character. He plays in 3 games for the Rangers. They put him
on that game last night.
2 balls and him pitch this 1 inning instead of 2. Vivaldi. Everybody else in play. Yeah, starts the 3rd. And that's fair. He's got another. He does.
Playing the villain role that he just hit like a left-hander, hooking it down the line. Texas lineup, disciplined and short to the ball.
Thought he was going to be a wrestler. He didn't choose baseball till he was
can predict that at bat will be the best at bat he's ever had, and lost it in the stands.
Full count. Browns pay off. Who got strike 3
here on the pitch away? He just got that one. He knew was completely gone. So unique. It's so hard to stay locked in. They struggled big time on the whatever they worked on collectively. Taking
another 0-2 to Heim is down and away, and it's 1-2. Heim tries to lay off a ball in the. And it looked like once again it was going to be the Astros.
The way that they lost, and then the excitement about this year being up 2. Pretty incredible.
Dead him down the lip of the grass there. Heim is out number 2, and we go down.
Higher coming in. That's because the high late life on.
And Tom, you told us when Javier pitched the
postseason on 100 pitches, 3 to 9.
Here's 2-1. Low takes strike 2. Splits the plate like a house spot. Home run is a bullet the other way. Altuve, he doubled off of the wall. First pitch that he saw from Scherzer. With a curve here. Simeon gets his second base counterpart.
Their best to get back in it, and then you know when it gets super low happening.
Well, what you didn't say was the finish. Ends 2.
That double play was huge, and Max
loud, right? And Scherzer's the kind of guy who may be storming down there,
staying locked in.
It's in on Bregman here. 2-2. High Trader on the move. That ball's off the top of the wall. Third in this series.
The middle third is what Bregman owns.
Through this run of 7 consecutive championship series appearances. The railing. No catch will ever compare. Who needs a glove? Alvarez takes.
Now, the one thing we haven't seen many of.
Another 0-2. There, foul.
When you pull your.
Foul straight back. Fastball again. Starting pitcher has been excellent in this rest. Another 0-2. They get that cutter in it. Into that ball. Carter to the wall. Not gonna get it. What a foot off of the plate and triple off the wall.
This is just why this guy's so good and so strong, and why this to go up against.
And a strike gonna break. Infield's gonna creep in now for Bruce Bochy.
Well, normally when you have the infield drawn in, you want your pitcher out of the stretch, but
there's 0-2. Get the job done. Young tosses across for a big second. 2 gone in this 3rd inning. Bruce Bochy is going to bullpens in game 7. Just out of the reach of it. Man at 3rd, and it's Jordan Montgomery who has been downstairs. Last pitched on Friday.
5 starts. Really good feel for all his pitches, but
Brantley scalds one, but right at Seager. The 4th pitcher of this game for the Astros is J.P. France. Facing a 28-year-old rookie pitcher. Falls behind 2-0.
Doesn't have it that night, right? So
Young sends this ball to them. See what he does on 3-1. It is another fastball. And now the kicking ball.
He has shown that he's expanded the zone and will swing.
Added their 3 runs in the 1st inning, but Young. Here's a payoff. Fastball and wide.
Yeah, I know. Trust your stuff.
In the lead. To learn more, visit MLBtogether.com. Takes upstairs for a ball.
I've also seen him swing away to green on a fastball. 2-0 count, man on first. Whoa. Took it. On this 2-1. Got another changers. I mean, they just know it's not enough. 4 runs is not enough. Francis 2-2. Got him with a big curve. Just barely held on in that game.
All one.
And so the depth of their bullpen has not been their strength. They felt pretty good when they've had just the top. One way or another in the decision of this game. He's either going to cut multiple innings again.
It was a bit of a surprise to see Bruce in light of Simeon Watson. He'll instead take ball 4.
Unbelievable classic. I mean, it was crushed. And he did the same that he's been most of the series.
We've seen, Johnny, you get that switch even in the hours after the game. Chances are you can find him in the focus on.
I just can't throw him a first pitch.
See what France goes with. It is a good curve.
That's a great.
Second one away. Seager pulls one right side that's knocked down by a bit of converting out.
I mean, that is what. Almost back towards the pitcher's mound a little bit.
Corey Seager, by the way, came into this game. Carter, and that is fair. The kid comes through.
World Series, would this be the hit that breaks the game?
Man on a mission.
Good stop by. You would load the bases up and play for the double play ball out of.
But the infield in, Garcia takes high, and it's 2-0. His 2-0 is over the base hit. Seager's in. Here comes Carter. Garcia is 3 for 3.
Different hitter right now, and a man on a mission. Now breathing room in a must.
And it happened so fast. 4 runs in this postseason. That's in 12 games.
The narrative you do not.
Astros. Pena will wait for it to come down, put it away. 2. Confounding.
Makes no sense.
Time. That is together here to discuss this. So hold on 1 second. Dan Bellino down there to.
Yeah, it was foul the whole way. And
Dusty Baker said he found himself thinking back. Sick of losing at home. Attack. Jonah Heim bangs one into right field that sends Garcia. That is going to be it for him. This man in Texas, Adolis Garcia on Fox. Jonah Heim takes high from Hector Neris. What we do know is,
well, I knew coming in, and they are taking advantage. Maybe a little break.
2-run double. 4-pitch walk.
This was the highest game 7.
It's a good fastball hitter that was chasing
on the mound easier. Pretty aggressive. You don't want it to go to 3-2, so you make this.
Young grounds one. Long throw. Good throw to finish off the end. All Rangers to the bottom of the 4th. Just 2 pitches to get out of that inning. It's in on Kyle T.
It seems like when you go into
139, he's knocked in just 1. He's down flailing at a curve
and hit their way back in to the game.
Not unthinkable. Yeah, in the offseason it was DeGrom and Eovaldi and Pond.
2 starters carrying the freight.
Montgomery comes back home, and McCormick, he's been on both times. Montgomery and Eovaldi, and those guys have pitched most.
That's inside.
1-0.
To get the game closer.
Would love to get something here for yes, and the confident shrug. MVP of the team. And Bruce Bochy's got to already be thinking about what comes next.
And now a good meeting really behind to talk about lead. In the regular season, you wouldn't go out to the mound.
Hey, you saw the answer to the question of what might come next, Andrew Heaney. Yeah. 2 out.
They're desperate for another big hit.
Ball 1.
And be sharp.
First time he's ever done this. At the end of the bat, Garcia is going to make the grab. Montgomery strands. Astros tonight, already the 5th pitcher they've had. Hector Neris finished It's an Astros bullpen that keep them in this game.
Well, the one thing early on, control the count. When you can control the count and you're as talented.
11. Here's a 2-2 that Tavares swings through for the first
109 plate appearances, including postseason. That plate appearances for the '93 Phillies.
And you know, you had Bruce Bochy saying, "Hey, if you need a day, you come to me. Otherwise, I'm putting you in there." Well, 5 hits all series. The struggles coming in. He has lifted off here.
Oh, he wanted to.
On this 3-1 from Neris, he watches ball 4, and he's got his first.
That now, and each time he's been up, and he
runs scored, 7 runs knocked in, 2, 3, 4 in the order. On this 0-1 from Neris, he takes strike 2. Abreu getting loose, already clicking. Pena is there, and that's it for the Rangers in the top. Max Scherzer. It's ground ball, and Seager's got it. Yeah, which you can download today. Oh. He was walked his first time, and then he tripled the other way his second. Carter cuts this one off, holds him to a
bad man. I mean, he is so connected.
Here's ball on Abreu. He had the walk-off. And it seems like that's been
because they have players that rose and rise to the occasion.
And they're looking at falling behind 3-2 in this series. I'm back from this deficit. That's a swing and a miss, and it's 2-2 on Abreu. Montgomery's 2-2 is pulled down the line. Second game in a row and gone 1 for 9 with runners in score. Another 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Garcia. Brewers out number 2. Series 2014, he rode a starter the whole way. Is earlier and Montgomery came off. Seager gets to this one, and Jordan Montgomery. Nobody's been able to stop him today. 3 for 3 with a home run. One gone in
season. But that is not how the arbitrator John McHale ruled. Tonight, when A. Bartlett Giamatti, back in 1988, allowed.
And against Garcia, just that arm side fastball gets away from him. Got to think everything's tender when it's 98 away from him. Offense that has been so streaky and had the answer. Foul. Even coming into this year, nobody looked at this as
still incredible, though, the streak he's on and the amount of games he's caught in a row in every game.
Strike 3 calls on low.
Well, a lot of things. He is.
That's inside.
And he gets called it. On a 3-1, low, swing field, Tucker back at the line, gone for Texas.
Oh, like I said, if they can get him going, the reach right here. Look at that breaking ball in the middle of the zone. Just through the
10 runs. They've had to these 2 games in Houston. Again, Altuve cuts it off, throws down the move. And they've got this thing now where they can just.
We talked about it. Their offense would.
On 2-1, Tucker's in it up. Edge of the track, he's got it.
Here, that's an incredible rob of a home run.
Falling close to 100 in this postseason. Cormick's been on both times. He shoots 2 out. His first couple seasons. Loosens. Stayed hidden under the surface in the postseason. To your point, John, the big lead. World Series beginning on Friday. We'll play Game 7 tomorrow.
And again,
it's there. Throws on the move to get him. 1, 2, 3. How about this? How about 19 runs in 2 games in Houston?
Been a master in Game 7s. He's been a master.
Starting game 4. Starts this outing with a core holds. They'll join the 1996 Yankees as the 2-1 on Tavares. Flew right over Dallas instead of dropping off there, spending a few days. The 1 seed there. And are knocking over the 3rd, caught by Diamondbacks.
Yep. And here the Diamondbacks are playing game 7.
Night going for Corey Seager, 3 for 3 with a walk. And Run is the free official MLB skills competition for base hit hitrun.com. Yainer Diaz, who came 5, his lone hit of this postseason. Astros, who have been doing what the Rangers have done for a lot of this. Jose Altuve has not been able to stall Houston's home.
Again, just hard to at it. You realize nobody's at it.
2 strikes. No guys have. And they extended the batters up. Another 0-2. Well, it's 1-2.
Done it before.
Young. 2 up.
But here's the deal. Don't come back from this game. It doesn't change the dynamic you got to get through. And Texas knew that. And that's. But make no bones about it. This organization has.
You know, it's unblemished, sustained in sports. At this point, Alex hit a home run back in the 3rd inning of this game. That made it Rangers, though, in their next at-bat. Up to the gap in left center field. In his 2 innings of work. From Josh Spores. 10-2 game in the 7th inning. Texas Rangers, who are 7 outs away. Game, which is a postseason record. As Chapman throws, and it's fouled back. 100.
Games, they have showed up. No earned run.
Perez has his 3rd hit of the game, and he's driven in Alex Bregman to make it.
Just doesn't budge. And look, he's not going to hit a home run.
Game 7, 10-3. As Alex steps into the throw and gets him. He comes home to Evan Carter, and a fastball in their first strike. Grounded foul. Rangers 4. This. Jeremy Pena shuffles over to get it and gets Carter.
Struck by how loose the Rangers were, how excited, impressive. Tom, take it away.
Brantley to the wall, and Adolis Garcia has. He owns Houston. Adolis Garcia, his 2nd home run of the game ever prior to the World Series.
Was designated for assignment by the Cardinals. Back to our story, I said, and Kenny throughout this postseason, the music was playing in the clubhouse. You look where some of the Houston hitters are, free and easy. And I go back to that plane landed in these 3 weeks. So the vibe that Kennedy and I both felt.
Go and see his home and Texas on the way by. So hard to figure this one out, but you kept coming.
BP and Garcia, but you couldn't even predict that Garcia. Look, this team, every team.
It was an 11 World Series Game 6 that you were referencing, but it was close. The way the 2011 team couldn't. They won Game 6. That 2011 heartbreak against St. Louis. Swing and a miss right there to end this 11-3 middle 8 in Game 7. And upstairs with his first pitch. Opportunities to keep it close. Or Johnny Damon had the crease. And it's Adolis Garcia in this game.
You know, he talked about afterward.
Caught it first. It was a little.
And again, on the road, go figure.
Leclerc doesn't have to wait around like that.
Ball 1.
And Meyer, the way he's put these Rangers on his back.
It was a game that the Rangers were having. They have something that makes them tougher. They lock.
Tucker with a crack. That's going to settle in. It was a tough play there for Simeon. And Tucker's on with his first hit in a couple games. So it's going to be interesting. ALCS series. First part of the run. 2 to Chas McCormick. He got hit by 1-0. How did he even stand up?
Oh, man. This. In fact, he didn't want to come out of the game. This will be 1-2 on Pena. Is over the corner with just enough room.
This is where the Astros go from here. Will Dusty Baker or half? They traded 2 of their top prospects for Justin Verlander.
Came back here to Houston 1 win away from a 3rd straight streak. Then these Astros, who's 7 in a row. Tanner Diaz takes high ball 1. The 2 out. Garcia's on the move. He gets there. So these Rain manager's chair. 68-year-old Bruce Bochy, after his steady presence, constant calm that his team.
Truly an all-shucks guy, but he understands. It's why his San Francisco Giants. It's why, and he showed up at the right time for the Rangers.
As did the flew to Nashville, which is where Bruce makes his offseason home. And he was my manager, but I did. Right guy. You're the guy that we think we need to guide us to the next kids teams a little bit. Baseball history to win 4 World Series. Jeremy Pena for the 2nd out of the top of the 9th. And now it's actually. But you knew the Rangers forced to be reckoned with.
Well, and if you go back to the signing, we'll see when DeGrom comes back.
Another one of them gets a base hit. It's Corey Seager looking for his 4th hit of the 24-hour span, and it was like, okay, Rangers. And it is all lined up. Tucker to the track. They'll haul this one in and send it.
That guy showed up.
Heart and soul, this Rangers, but it is fitting that as the Rangers try to close this out. Jose Altuve. Homers against him on the 1st.
Running out of words to describe that.
27th. For number 27 right there. Within that one, just some trivia at this point. Still unwell. Some missed opportunity. And that is a walk.
So much from the previous experience where it didn't go well.
Alvarez, who has continued his amazing. But in the 9th inning, best rep lined up with the Astros. Worse when the Astros won the World Series. Game 7, though. Swing and a miss, and Alvarez is the 1st out. Every time, though, just when you think they're finished, been to the playoffs in 7 years. Bregman to 2nd. 52nd year of this franchise for the Texans. Doing all they could to keep Dallas-Fort Worth from getting the Teasons. And then that great run that had the back-to-back pennants. Yeah. Strike on Brandon. Although the D-backs keep proving people wrong. 1 ball, 2. Then we've enjoyed a light up.
Yeah, difference is though that's 4 at home and
2-2. And the count goes full. Brantley pops it up. Seager is out. He gets there, and the Astros the offense. That poor pitching, though, a huge way. They did when it comes to the division. It went away. They picked them.
Ball.
He won away. Grovier's removed from losing 100. The Rangers have won. And they will play in the break of that 2011 season.
Team in spring training. They believe.